if you were to go back, would you change anything about your hockey career? Would you go back, do anything differently?
I mean, I think everyone thinks about that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some individual differences, individual decisions that I would change. Like there's some things especially later in my career, that I like think I would do differently, but it's like, I can't separate my life from that at all. Like it happened and whatever. Right. So, but yeah, I mean, I would probably love to be like more involved with it now in some way if I could, but like I can't separate my actual life from that at all. And I can change that pretty quickly. It's on me to do that. But I would probably even dive more into the sport, because of now looking back and being like, I had a real like passion coming up, and I should just I did dive in completely 100%, but I think there's even more I could have given to it.
It's interesting. No, I think about that sometimes too. And like, I think of those prep school years, and sometimes I think like, what would it be like if I stayed back in Pittsburgh? Like, did I start taking it a little too serious too soon? You know, like I think sometimes we all have those questions. And I guess the point I want to make to any of the kids that are listening is just like, at the end of the day, like if you can just keep loving the sport as much as possible, good things are going to happen, and I think if you learn how to work hard on top of that, good things will happen. But there are definite times like where I felt like maybe I put some undue stress on myself where I maybe didn't have to. But now looking back 2020, everything is, in hindsight, it's 2020, right? Everything ended up working out. So if I were to look back, I would just say, you know what, just have even more fun with the sport, work hard, good things will happen. Good things will come your way.
Yeah, and it's like, it doesn't have to be, your story doesn't have to be you played for the perfect youth AAA team and then the perfect junior team, you won championships and everything, and then you went and played college, won an NCAA championship, and then go pro. Like, it doesn't have to be this like linear story that is perfect. Like, it's going to be weird. Like, you're going to play there's going to be teams where you're like, we're at the bottom of the standings. Like, what can I possibly take from this? How can I be a better player? And things can turn around. But if you like love the game, if you love what you're doing, you work hard at what you work hard at the things you're passionate about, like you'll find your way through it. It may not be the end result that you expect, but it's going to be an end result that satisfies you.
Yeah, absolutely. And just cherish those relationships you develop through that, don't take them for granted. Don't take them for granted. And I think the more you can pour into that, even outside of hockey, it's just going to make you even more well-rounded person. I think that's what life's about, is the relationships we develop, not necessarily what we're doing, but the people we meet along the way. So, parents or kids, especially if you're a younger kid, you may not be thinking about that right now, but or like you might get mad at the kid that throws an ice ball at you from across the locker room. But at the end of the day, like these kids that you're playing with, they could possibly be people that you have relationships with for the rest of your life. So
yeah. And you went to, like, when you went to NMH, like I remember, I forget how old we were, but I was like, that is crazy. Like, I didn't even know that was like a possibility. And I was like, that is so cool. And I remember thinking like, that's amazing. Like, you're moving away, you're going to New England, you're playing for this prep school and stuff. But like, your experience there was so different than the things that I did, like playing in Pittsburgh. But like, you likely you had just as good a chance as me staying in Pittsburgh of like going to the next level. It's just what you kind of make from it. You just have a different experience.
Exactly.
Like, I still lived at home. You didn't. You probably grew up a little bit faster in that regard, but like, I don't know, like it's a different experience, and there's no right way to do it.
No, it's just having fun in the moment, and you'll end up in a good spot.